Hey, Jeannie here for my 3-month update. It has been 3 months since my surgery, which was April 14th of 2022. I wanted to give an update about how things are going. And first of all, I will start with how much weight I've lost. So not since the surgery, but since a couple of days, 4 days before my pre-op diet, is when I started weaning myself off of carbs and soda. So I count the total from that. So it was my pre-op diet started March 31st. So about 4 days before that is when I started weaning or cutting back on carbs and weaning myself off a Diet Dr. Pepper, because that was my drink of choice. So from that date, from 4 days before my pre-op surgery till now, I have lost a total of 48 pounds. Yay! I was hoping for 50, but 48 pounds in 3 months, a little over 3 months, is pretty good. So I will take it. I will take it. So I'm very, very grateful for that amount of weight loss. It has not been easy. I'm not going to lie. The pre-op diet is hard. In fact, I still think about it. And when I think about it, I just cringe because it was not easy. It was hard. And this is from someone who has done Atkins. I have done low carb. I have done keto. And usually when you go on those and you cut the carbs out, sometimes you have like the keto flu. Sometimes your body is like, what's going on with not eating carbs? So I thought that was how this was going to be, and it wasn't. It was not. On my pre-op diet, I could only eat 8 ounces of lean meat, and when you're on keto or Atkins, it's pretty much unlimited. Well, that's what I was doing, and I was eating cheese and meat, and even when I did carnivore, I did the carnivore diet for about 3 weeks, and you can eat unlimited meat. Cheese, well, not unlimited cheese, but you can eat meat. And on the pre-op diet, no, it was for 8 ounces of meat. You can eat unlimited vegetables, but I don't want to eat a lot of vegetables. But anyways, and then going on the liquid diet. Did the liquid diet, I think, for about a week, and that was no joke either. I am burnt out on protein shakes. I hope to not drink protein shakes. I probably should carry some protein shakes with me in my lunchbox, just in case I need some protein or anything, or just to have it with me. So anyways, let me go over my measurements. So I only measure once a month, and I weigh once a week. So I'll go over my measurements. So again, I printed out this sheet, and the dates are all wrong, so don't mind the dates. But I printed out this sheet, and I put it in my journal, so every month I can put my measurements. And I bought this tape from Amazon, and it goes in place, and then you can press the button to make it tighter. And I'll try to remember to link this down as well. And I like this, and I don't know if it's accurate. Some people on on Amazon have asked questions about that. But my thing is, if I use the same measurement every time I weigh, it should be accurate, right? Okay, so let me go over my measurements. Now, this is from my pre-op. The measurements I did were from March 31st when I started my pre-op diet. So March 31st, these measurements I'm basing off of that. So my neck, I lost 1 1/4 inches. My left arm, 1 1/4 inches. My right arm, 1/2 inch. My chest was right below my bra, right below my breast. 5.5 inches. So yay. I did buy a new bra. I actually went to Lane Bryant and they measured me. And so I did buy one, and they were having a sale. It was $19.99. So I like Lane Bryant bra. So I was able to go down a bra. I don't know how many inches, obviously 5.5. So I was able to go get a new bra. So that was good. That was very exciting for me. I thought I was going to go to Walmart, but Lane Bryant had a deal going on. So, and again, I like their bras. So my hips, I've lost 7.25 inches. So that is the most I've lost. So that is wonderful. My right thigh, that was the one when I measured, I don't know, it didn't seem very accurate. So when I first measured, it was 30 inches. And then the next month, it was 25.5. So I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, is that accurate? Did I do it right? Did I do it in the right spot? I don't know. That's one of the things that when I measure, and it gives you where to measure, but I'm like, oh, is it accurate? But anyway, so it's either 6 inches I've lost, or going off the 25.5, it's 1.5 inches. So my left calf is the same. My right calf is the same. And I'm thinking that's because I do a lot of walking now and I'm incorporating running, and I hope that's the reason why. So that's pretty good, especially my hips, 7.25 inches off my hips. I think that is great. Off my waist, 6 inches. That is phenomenal. I'm very excited about that. I think that is wonderful. As far as exercise, I still try to do arm workouts. So I go on YouTube and I type in beginning arm workouts for women, and sometimes it's 12 minutes to 15 minutes, and I use 5-pound weights. And so I try to do that a couple times a week. Okay, yeah, so that's what I do for exercise. Now, again, it is. I live in Central Texas. It gets hot in the afternoon. So my goal was to wake up early to go walking. That hasn't happened yet because it's been very busy. This is the week of 4th of July. It is actually July 7th. So on Monday, on 4th of July, our church had a big, we put on a big festival in our city, and I helped volunteer. So I was outside. We were outside from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. And my concern was I going to be hydrated enough? And eating, I brought snacks, but they also had food vendors. But I brought my 20-ounce Yeti cup with the handle, and I just kept it filled with water and ice. Now, since it's hot outside, my biggest thing is I like to have ice water. I don't have an ice machine. I bought ice, and sometimes I'll go to Sonic and get their ice, get a cup of ice, but that is how I like to drink my water, is filled with ice. I like it cold, cold, cold. And I'm sure it's because it's cold, it's hot outside. So on July 4th, I just had my water container, my Yeti cup filled with ice, and I would just pop water in there all day. So my concern was I didn't want to get dehydrated. And so I drank a lot of water. I didn't even exercise, but as much walking that I did, I think I got like 52 minutes of exercise because I did so much walking, and it was great. And I'm just so thankful that I didn't dehydrate. I did eat, so we were able to get some free food from some of the vendors. And so I got some street tacos. And the street taco, the tortillas were about the size of my hand. It was a corn tortilla, and it had steak in it, and onions, and cilantro, and some cheese. And I ate that. And it took me, I couldn't eat it all in one setting. It took me about an hour to eat it, and that lasted for a while. And I bought a Quest chips. I didn't even finish it because it was so busy. And then I had got some shrimp from a vendor, and it was shrimp, okra, and fries. And when I opened it, it was all fried stuff. And I thought, whoa, I didn't even I don't know why I didn't think it would be fried, but it was all fried stuff. It was battered and fried. So I had about 2 shrimp, and I can tell it was very heavy because of the fried stuff. I think I had an okra, but not all at one setting. So I had the 2 shrimp, and I waited maybe 30 minutes, and I had another shrimp, and I waited, and I had an okra, and I waited, and then I had another shrimp, and I was done. And it was a lot. So I gave it to the people that were with me, and we didn't even finish it. And I felt so bad because I hate wasting food. And then later on, my son got a quesadilla with meat and cheese only, and I had some bites of that. But that was way later on. That was probably like 5 hours later. And that was pretty much all I ate for the day. Oh, I did have some nuts when the fireworks started. So probably around 9:30, I had a little, maybe not even maybe a half a tablespoon, maybe 1 teaspoon of nuts. And that was probably one of the first times I had nuts in a while. Now, I still haven't drinking soda. And again, my goal is not to drink soda. Like, I do not want to get back on that soda train. So I hope that I don't drink. Now, one of the things I try really hard not to do is eat any sugar. Now, I put liquid stevia in my tea that I have every morning, and sometimes I have tea at night. And I try not to drink caffeine. So the tea that I drink is caffeine free as well. But I try not to have, the table sugar, the white sugar. Now, I will have artificial sweeteners such as what's in the Quest bars or my liquid stevia that goes in my tea. When we were out there for 4th of July, one of the ladies gave me a pack, and it's kind of like liquid IV, but it's not that brand. And so I poured it in water and I drank it so I can have the hydration and not get dehydrated. And later on in the evening, I thought, what if it has sugar in there? I didn't even think to look. So I may have had sugar in it. I don't know. And I may have, I don't intentionally try to have sugar. I try really hard not to eat sweet stuff like candy and cakes and cookies right now. Eventually I will. Maybe for my son's birthday in September, maybe for my birthday in November, I will have a cake or a cupcake, something that I want to eat, not just a whatever cupcake from the store. I want to have a good cupcake. I want to have a good cake. So I may have it. I'm not saying I'll never go back to sweets like that. I will, but I want to have it. My goal is to have it on special occasions. As far as eating though, I do eat whatever, but I don't eat as much. And I need to, I try to eat lower carbs. That doesn't always work. So I need to do better at that. I feel that I am a slow loser, and that could be because I'm not eating as low carb as I should. And that was my goal, was to eat low carb. Now, one of my main go-to foods that I'd like to eat are eggs. I don't know if I talked about this before, but I like to eat an egg, scrambled over easy. And then I've gotten the Sola bread from HEB, and I know they have it at Walmart, and I will toast that and I'll have it on that. Sometimes, most of the times, I cannot finish all of it. So I will save it for later. If I eat pizza, it's a half of a slice of a pizza, so I do have eaten pizza. I'm not gonna lie about that. I have eaten pasta, but again, it's not a lot. In fact, last week we went to Cracker Barrel. One of my wonderful parents gave me a gift card to Cracker Barrel. So we went with my friend and her daughter, my son and his friend, and I got the mama plate. I think it's called the mama plate, the grandma plate or something, where it had hash browns and eggs and bacon and pancakes. And I got that. I didn't eat any of the hash browns, and I took a little bit of the egg, half of the bacon, and a little bit of the pancake with no syrup. It had butter on it. And I had a little bit of biscuits, because I don't know if you've been to Cracker Barrel, but they give you a basket of biscuits and cornbread. So I had maybe a bite or two of the cornbread, a bite of the biscuit, and then I had that. And I was full. I was done. In fact, I took it off the plate that it came on, and I gave it to my friends, and I was like, get it away from me because I will pick at it. And so, but when I ate what I did eat, the little bit that I ate, I was done. And my friends went to a Chinese buffet and for going away, and as much as I wanted to go, I couldn't justify paying $20 for all you can eat, and I would just eat 5 bites. So the person that was going away, I totally understood that, and that's why we had gone to Cracker Barrel a couple days before. She was like, I totally understand, you know. So as far as eating, one of the places that I do like to go if I'm out and about and I don't bring snacks with me or don't bring food with me is Chick-fil-A, because I can get their grilled chicken and be good to go. I obviously don't eat all of usually if I'm with my son, it's funny because it used to be I would get an adult meal and he would get the kids meal. Now it's reversed. He gets the number one and I will get the kids meal. And I will have maybe a fry and some of the grilled chicken. And usually I will get the diet lemonade and dilute it a lot. It will take me days to finish that diet lemonade. But I do like their diet lemonade. It is made with Splenda and I have to dilute it a lot. But that's one of my go-to places is Chick-fil-A if we eat out. But again, with the eating, I need to really try to stick with lower carb. I know previously I said I wanted to stick with low carb, but I don't know if I can do that for life, to be honest with you. I want to be able to eat good quality foods, but not as much, but still try to keep it on the lower carb. That's my goal. That's going to be my goal for now. I don't know how that will change later, but we'll see. As far as drinking, I still try to drink as much water as I can. I still wake up every morning and I will drink my organic, caffeine-free teas from Trader Joe's. I'm very excited about my 48-pound weight loss in 3 months. That is phenomenal. I was hoping before I would lose 50 pounds in a year. So to lose 48 pounds in 3 months, I am very excited about that. I have said before that I consider myself to be a slow loser, which sometimes it's a little discouraging, but I have to tell myself, come on, 48 pounds in 3 months, that is awesome. That is great. Keep it going. I still need to hone in. Like I said before, I need to hone in on my eating. I still need to do a better job about what I eat. I need to be a little more mindful of what I put in my body. Try to make it something that is protein rich. Try to make it that's good quality food. And that's something that I've gotten away from. And so I need to go back to that. So obviously I have not been perfect, but every day is a new day. That's how I need to look at it. So I'm very, very excited. I still have a lot more ways to go. I'm trying to get under that 200-pound weight loss mark. As far as my skin, I still feel like it's very flappy under here. And I know a lot of that has to do with age, gravity, and weight loss as well. So I do anticipate that I'm going to have skin removal surgery because I'm not young. My skin is not elastic as it used to be. So I do anticipate having to have weight loss surgery or skin removal surgery. I've already had weight loss surgery because this is just, just that doesn't look all that great. So, I mean, obviously I'm thinking about it, but I most likely won't do it for about 2 years from surgery. But I do need to start saving for that because I know it's not going to be cheap. So anyways, thank you for watching. Consider liking and subscribing to the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.